If you're wondering which one to choose in between the JB Wels 5-minute epoxy resin or Gorilla 5-minute epoxy resin, then I strongly suggest to you to use the Gorilla resin because I had exceptional results with it. And just after a few days, the JB Weld resin started failing. Basically, it hardened a little bit for a few days. Even though it says 5 minutes, it continues to harden for an extended period of time. But it did harden and then it started getting softer. Whereas the Gorilla resin, it hardened in 5 minutes and then continued to harden for a few days, and now it's still strong as plastic. Whereas the JB Weld resin is not. It you get to scratch it off with your nails. If you are finding yourself at crossroads in between which one to use the Gorilla one and you would be thankful. Even if this is more expensive, it actually delivers on the promise that each company that enters the market, they make a promise of delivering a certain good for the consumers to buy and benefit from its attributes and its performance. However, Gorilla delivers, whereas JB Wels does not deliver. And this is another point I want to make to the CEOs of these companies and the CEOs of any company in this world, is that let's say JB Wels is successful with a few lines of their products, but unsuccessful with a few other lines, like I just discovered with this one, with the 5-minute epoxy resin. Now, this is the first time I interact with their product line, and basically, I will never ever again recommend their products or buy their products because they do not stay behind the promise of delivering what the consumer expects when they purchase their resin. So I know they have product lines for like mostly car welds and things of that nature, but how would I ever buy their products when I had a bad experience with this? Because they did not stick behind the promise of welding or bonding my products or my 3D prints properly. So this is a major problem for everyone. And now you know, if you are at the crossroads on to which one to choose the Gorilla one. And just a little local pride over here, this is actually made here in the US of A. And it might have imported chemicals because probably we don't like to produce them, but apparently they do have the quality control on point, because 5 months later, this one still works. And with that, I bid thee, mon amis, farewell and adieu.